Hello everyone, this is OddOneGaming and this is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to talk about one of the most annoying Doom Tower hard secret rooms, and that is the rare spirit champions only. So this room is pretty insane, as most of the ones with that ask you to use only rare champions, but it is actually not as hard as some of the other ones. Like there's the one with rare HP force champions, which is pretty insane. Actually, it's not HP force, it's just rare HP champions. Then there's the rare attack ones, and usually they can be quite difficult if you don't have the right champions or if you don't have the right gear on them. So basically I try to see what I can do and how I can sort of fuse the champions that I'm using in one place to use in other places. So as an example, Soulbound Boyar, this one, the Barbarian Spirit Rare, is one of the best ones to build so that you can use her in different other areas. So we're not talking about using her in Faction Wars, but specifically for Doom Tower secret rooms. The reason why she's so good is because of her A1 AoE attack. So basically, if you put her in a stun set, she's gonna be the one that will always have a chance. It's not gonna 100%, but will have a chance to stun some people out there. At the same time, she has the A3 that can fully deplete the third meter of a champion if you have the accuracy. And then on the A2, she can ignore some defense. So she can do a little bit of damage as well, but mostly her A1 is insanely good because of the AoE attack. At the same time, she brings a little bit of aura, increases the ally crit rate in all battles by 12%. So it doesn't matter what affinity, nothing. So this one's all battles, all allies, which is pretty good, honestly, for a rare. So the team that I've decided to use around this one was two of the Soulbound Boyars, as you see the second one I just built today. Then we have an Abyssal, which again, guess what he has? Another AoE A1. I didn't fully book him, I should just maybe pop another 2 books in him. He brings the block buffs, which maybe can be helpful, but is not as much of a help as the AoE A1. But it's not just this one. It's also the fact that he provides a heal. Heals all allies by 15% of their max HP on a 3-turn cooldown. So if things get dicey, it can be really tricky. At the same time, he brings AoE increased defense and increased attack on a 4-turn cooldown. This one again is really good. I mean, it brings increased, even though they're like the small versions, to bring it AoE and bring both of them, that's pretty good to have in this team. A little bit of survivability with increased defense and more attack with increased attack. The aura doesn't help us here. Then we have Master Butcher. Again, Master Butcher is another champion that is useful to build for this secret room, but at the same time, if you don't have the Samar or like any other teams that are like used for the Bommel strats, Master Butcher can be really helpful there because of his passives. This one helps every time like he dies, he revives a random champion with full HP, and then this one heals everybody. This one doesn't work for the boss, but it works for the bombs. So the boss hits do not work, but every time bombs pop off, he heals everybody by the exact damage that he takes, which is gonna be like, what, 80% of his HP, which can be pretty good heals. Then at the same time, he brings a 2-turn provoke on his A2 with what, in places increase crit rate on all allies for 2 turns. Increase crit rate. Oh, I didn't even see honestly the crit rate, I just saw the increased attack. But he brings also like AoE increases. At the same time, he has another chance to provoke, even though it's a small one, 30% on his A1. So again, he can be really good for this secret room. I don't know if you noticed the theme of this, but everybody has some sort of provoke. And then another one that's HP champion, again a champion that you would use for this secret room, and for the rare HP one is Gnarlhorn. Gnarlhorn is a beast. A lot of you already maybe know about him. He's a beast because he has the AoE provoke on the A1, which places. So he can AoE hit, he can just be 3%ed on a 3-turn cooldown. At the same time, he brings unkillable on himself. So basically, you make him do the AoE provoke, then he's gonna do the unkillable. A1 is like just random attack. He's not gonna do any damage at all. And then he brings an ally defense in dungeons. I mean, honestly, for a rare, this aura is insane. It doesn't work here, but 27% defense in dungeons, that's huge. So I will be playing, I already pre-recorded the run, and it's basically, it's a full auto one, and then after I come back I will show you the builds. Bear in mind, it is full auto for me, but you do not have to do it full auto. You can just do it on manual. You only have to do this specific room once every 3 months. So if full auto doesn't work for you, just take it off, control, because you have lots of stuns in here, provokes, you have a depleter meter from the soulbounds, and it's like, it's pretty easy, honestly. At first I was like, oh my god, this is hard, this is gonna be insane, but after like I put this team together, it's actually pretty easy. So I'm gonna play the run, and then I'm gonna come back and show you the builds. And I'm back. So this is, I'm just obviously looking at the recording, but look at this, guys. It just went pretty easy. I mean, it went a little bit longer than the previous one because one of my champions died earlier than I expected. But still, you saw I didn't touch anything. It just went full auto. It worked. It was a bit slower. So maybe if you manualed it, it might be more reliable. It might be faster. As you saw here, I did like my best one is like 234, and I've only done this 2 or 3 times. I did it once on manual, and then I did the second time to try it on auto, but I forgot to record it, and then this was the 3rd time. So as you saw, this worked pretty easy. So now let me just show you the builds and their masteries, which are not something too crazy. So this is basically my main Cold Heart, which is the one that has some masteries. Let me move myself to the side so you see. This is the one that I chose to give Fearsome Presence to. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure if it's like really necessary. I guess it helps more. It gives you an extra 5% chance to stun them from the stun set. I have them both fully booked because obviously I have lots of rare books and I don't have any other rares to work on. But maybe it would work if you just rely on her stun. It would work without books. Having this one, it helped me. It helped me because it's like it helps you deplete a bit of the turn meter. Also, this one gives you a little bit more damage. So like I said, I have her in a stun set. These are her stats. So basically I just focus to get her 200 accuracy in case I need to use the deplete determinator, and as much speed as I could. Didn't care much about HP. This is stuff that came on the side. As you see, like not all the gear is maxed. Top rows and here they're not maxed. Second cold heart, same thing. I chose to put on this one the Avenging pieces because obviously 5% chance to counterattack if you get hit and she gets hit. It's a good chance for her to counterattack with the A1, and guess what? Stun them again. These are her stats. Again, same principle, 200 plus accuracy, as much speed as I can get. This one has no masteries. And this one, let me see. Yeah, this one I just booked the A2 and A3 because again, I wanted to lower the cooldown and increase the duration to fully deplete the turn meter. This is the second one. Then I have Abyssal. No masteries on him. I booked his, like I said, A2 and A3 because I kept getting copies of him. I've been saving him because I wanted to build him for this one, so I booked him using the copies. As you see, I didn't finish it. Same thing for him as well. Another stun set. Again, not max pieces everywhere. So I didn't get him any accuracy honestly on this one because like it's not that important to land the block buffs, but it can help. So if you can get around 200 accuracy, that's fine. And then just again focus speed. This one's not as fast because obviously I already put the better pieces on the soulbound. Then Master Butcher. Master Butcher I chose to do in a regen set because I wanted him to heal himself. No masteries. Again, he is booked on the A2 and then on the passes because these are the ones that you care. For the A1 you don't really care about the damage. And for Master Butcher I wanted to have 200 accuracy, so he lands his provoke on the A1 and the A2. And then I put him at 180 speed and survivability, as much HP and defense as I can get. Then the last one, Gnarhorn. Gnarhorn again, these are his stats. He's really slow, honestly, really slow. Maybe you could get him faster, like 180, 200 accuracy again, survivability, and I chose to put him in a frost set because he provokes. Every time he gets hit, he can, most of the time he can save himself with unkillable, but if he gets attacked, you have a, what is it, 25% chance, 20% chance to place a freeze on the enemies. So, because I don't have Frostbite as well, I'm just using this one in Perception, like, my preferred set for him would be Frost and Frostbite, so you'd have a 30% chance to freeze them when they attack. Yeah, no masteries on him, he is fully booked. He doesn't require that many books anyways, like the A2 and A3 you care about mostly. A1 doesn't really matter. I don't even know why I booked this one. And again, the stats that you see for him. One thing that I don't know if you guys noticed, but that I find pretty insane is I basically just used 260s and I used, honestly I got this one to 60, I don't know why. I guess I might just get her the masteries as well. But anyway, 260s and the other ones are 3 level 50s. So even though it's a difficult secret room, it's not as hard. So it's not the hardest room out there. If you use the right champions with the right sets on them, you should be able to do it and get your fragments towards your the legendary champions from the Doom Tower Heart. So this is the video, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any other rooms out there that you find difficult and you think you cannot pass this and you would need some advice on, just leave a comment down below and I could make a video on that one. Try it out, see what I can find, and I could make a video on that. But this will be it for today, guys. Take care, peace, see you next time. Bye, guys.